The head of DC Studios, and coincidentally enough, the man behind Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the next film releasing from Marvel Studios after Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, is out here already stating on some of the big differences going on behind the scenes at DC Studios. And one thing he calls out Marvel for is the last-minute editing and just how much power they take away while working on a film. So this comes at us from an interview that DC Studios' James Gunn did with Gizmodo. And they go on and talk about why exactly should the DC fans trust you and Peter Safran, and what differences are you guys going to make in terms of what's going on with Marvel. And he says, for example, when he started Guardians 1, he knew what the story was, where it started and where it ended with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But there's many changes that go on. And he specifically points out the fact that as the slate continues to grow and as the universe continues to evolve, we've seen it time and time again where we get reports about Marvel Studios scrapping entire things, moving in different directions, adding in elements because it's got to pay off to other things that are being developed. And he also says he's been in that Marvel Studios lot and seen how they edit and operate. And he says that there's legitimately been instances where he's in there and they're operating on such a time crunch that the film is not complete the day before the premiere happens in front of the first viewing press and critics. And he says this isn't going to happen. We are not doing last-minute editing. We are going to lock down the project. We're going to lock down what it is, and we're going to work on that. We're not going to run into a scenario where at the 11th hour, we are literally forcing cutscenes, adding in new additions, shooting additional scenes, and whatever. And again, this isn't anything new. You know, Marvel Studios, ever since the premiere of the Avengers, like the premiere of the original Avengers film happened, and the cast and crew got together to record additional scenes for the film, which we learned was the post-credit scene. This has happened multiple times. He's saying, we're not going to do that. They run into this all the time. They're at a time crunch. People are worried. Things are unfinished. Things are sent out there that don't look complete. Again, Spider-Man No Way Home, Thor Love and Thunder. It's happened multiple times recently. Even CG on their TV shows, which are seemingly in the can for half a year, come out unfinished. He's saying none of that. We are doing the complete opposite. We know what we're going to do, and we're not going to be doing this. Now, again, it's all in execution, because he can say all of this right now, but when the pedal hits the metal, that's when it's time to show whether you can, well, deliver the promise.